I just don't want to be around it when it goes kaput. And it will go kaput. Oh. What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? So, like I stated in the previous video, I kind of figured I better change my battery in my GoPro right now before it dies. So, give me a minute. Let me change the battery before it dies, and I can actually talk about what this video is going to be about, guys. All right, we are back. So, basically, what's going to happen in this video is we're going to test out the bars stop head gasket leak junk. I'll show you the bottle here in a minute. So I want to give you a little background story on the Duramax that I'm sitting in right now. 2001 Duramax GMC Sierra 3500 dually. It's had a head gasket leak for probably, oh God, a year and a half. Basically, if you don't know anything about this truck, if you've never seen this truck before that I'm sitting in, you're about to, but it's had a head gasket leak for about a year and a half, and I've probably put 15 damn bottles of Blue Devil in here, and it has not worked. The Pour and Go has not worked. The regular Blue Devil, a big Blue Devil bottle, has not worked. It felt like I pretty much was literally putting blue raspberry Kool-Aid in my engine coolant system, and it didn't do anything. So the last video, or some of the previous videos that I was addressing this head gasket leak with on this truck, there's a couple people that recommended bars. So I went to Walmart and I bought a bottle of bars, and I'm going to try it out, and I'm going to follow the instructions step by step here, guys. I don't know if this is going to work. Even if it does work, please keep in mind, this is not a perma-fix. This is literally a temporary fix to keep the truck going. It's been going like this for a year and a half, so it's not bad. It just runs out of antifreeze. Basically, it sucks it dry, sucks the bottle dry, throws the low coolant light on, and I have to, find a spot to let it cool down for, just a little bit so I can take the cap off the bottle and pour some fluid in it. Once I do that, I'm good to go for a good while, to be honest. But I have to maintain that and keep an eye on that very closely. If I don't, bad things happen, and we don't want that to happen. So I figured I'd make a video about trying out this bars head gasket leak stuff and seeing if it works. Now, obviously, the unfortunate part is, guys, I'm not going to know if it works until way later down the line, which I might make an update video on. I'm not really sure. I probably will make an update video on it, maybe, I don't know, in a week or whatever. But basically, this video is just going to be me putting it in and seeing if it works, and if it does what it's supposed to do. But we'll see. So let's get started. Let's get the bottle. Let's pop the hood. Check the hose. The upper hose is going to be thick. I drove the truck down to the Vatrer Park here. It's only like, it's a nice scenery. It's very nice out here at this park. I like this park. Not a lot of people here. Very quiet. Very non-cluttered. Sometimes it's nice to make videos at the shop, but I want to start making videos elsewhere, like at different locations, to give you guys a different background, a different scenery to look at and stuff. It's probably a bit more interesting for you guys in general. But, all right, well, let's go out and do this. All right, so the first thing that we're going to need here is we're definitely going to need the bars stuff here. So let's get that out. Got to get a thumbnail. There's my thumbnail. And I did buy some extra antifreeze as well for the truck. I always keep a few bottles of water and antifreeze in the truck on my travels, just in case I run low. I can just pull over, pop the cap off, and pour some in and keep going. So that's a safety thing that I do. So this hose is rock hard. Like, you can feel it. It is freaking rock hard, and that tells me that it has built up some pressure. So basically what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go very slowly here. We'll actually put this on the ground. We have to go very slowly here and open this up, and you might be able to hear the hissing that it's going to make eventually. Oh, Oh, this is the scary part, guys, right here. Oh my God, it's so scary. See, it's building up pressure again. I can feel it. But this hose still tight. That hose is very, 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 very tight. So basically what we're gonna have to do is we're just gonna have to go very... Oh my God, that's so sketchy. Bring it all the way down again. Oh, this is... I'm gonna get this off. I'll be right back. All right, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way because I don't got a million years to wait for this thing to depressurize. So, yes, guys, this is scary. You guys are probably like, Andy, what the heck are you doing with your life, dude? To freaking be that scared of... Oh, I just don't want to be around it when it goes kaput. And it will go kaput. Oh. Oh, there she goes. Thank God it's only water in there, no antifreeze. Alright, now she should be depressurized now. Yep, depressurized. Yeah, so don't freak out, guys. There wasn't any antifreeze in this thing, it was just water. Alright, now that's off and we got everything depressurized in the system, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hose off here. I think I can get this off. I'm going to pour the stop leak in here instead of in the bottle because the bottle only has a very small tube that comes off of it that goes into, well, I guess I could pour it in there. Maybe I'll just pour it right into here and call it a day. Alright, hopefully you guys can see me pretty good. So the instructions on this, something in my eye, oh God. The instructions on this say it'll treat up to coolant systems for 3 to 4 cylinders, use a half bottle. For anything bigger, use a full bottle. The directions basically say allow engine to cool, which we've done. Make sure engine is cool enough for radiator cap to come off, which we've done. Shake well. Basically pour the head gasket leak into the radiator. If using a small cooling system, blah, 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 blah. Fill radiator overflow tank to proper level and reinstall radiator cap. Start engine, turn heater on high and fan on high. Idle engine for 15 minutes, allow engine to cool. Top off, fill up radiator, leave bars, leaks, head gasket fix in cooling system for continued protection. We'll see about that shit, huh? We'll see about that shit. 1 bottle treats cooling system from 8 quarts, 2 gallons to 16 quarts, 4 gallons. And if you guys know, the Duramaxes are big 4-gallon systems. They have a lot in them. And like I said, use a half a bottle for just a little 4 cylinders or 6 cylinders. But yeah, so basically we'll put it in, we'll fill up the system with some antifreeze, and then we're gonna let her idle for 15 minutes, 20 minutes probably for this, since it's a diesel, we'll let her idle for 20 minutes. And hopefully we get lucky. Maybe this will put a little bit of a band-aid on our small coolant leak that we have, or our head gasket leak or whatever. So let's get it in. Alrighty. Well, step number 2 is to start this sucker up, let it warm up with the heat at full blast, which we have that on right now. Fans on high, and I guess let's disturb the piece, huh? So right now it is, as you can see, if my screen comes on, it is 9:13 in the morning right now, so it's still very, very early. I figured I'd get this punched out before I go into the shop and get stuff done, which I have a lot of stuff I need to get done. But we're gonna sit here for till 9:30, I guess. Let the heater turn on, let everything flow and do what it's supposed to do, and then I guess let it cool down and see what happens. Check the level, top it off, Probably hang out here for another 15-20 minutes afterwards. So it's a good half hour to 45-minute process if you're doing it correctly. And if I am doing it correctly, and it does kind of quote-unquote patch my problem, like I said, I still need head gaskets regardless, and ARP head studs. I still need that stuff for this truck eventually, regardless of what I put in here. But this, like I said, might just be a nice little band-aid just to kind of get me by for a few more months or whatnot, or maybe a half a year or something of that nature. But let's wait her out. All right, so temperature is definitely up there. That's usually normally where this truck likes to be temperature-wise. I know, don't comment about the freaking oil pressure sensor. I don't know what's going on with that thing, but we don't have an oil pressure light, so I'm not really too terribly concerned about that right now. Maybe it is an issue with the engine, maybe it's not. I don't know. Ever since a few videos back, ever since my oil pressure sensor took a shit, leaked out 8 quarts of oil on the way back from Tennessee, that was kind of scary. I don't know if it affected the engine or what, but regardless of that. So the temperature gauge usually sits about there normally anyways when I'm driving the truck. And let's get the heat on me. I mean, I still don't have heat now. I mean, it's like lukewarm basically. So I do know that if I rev this thing up a little bit to like 1500 RPM, it'll start circulating the water pump a little bit faster, and I probably will get heat very quickly. But I'm trying not to put any load on the engine at all. No boost, no nothing, because I don't want this stuff, if it does find a crack or a leak somewhere, I don't want it to blow it right back out again. That's not what I want to do. So I want this to find the leak. Hopefully it does, but so we're just gonna keep sitting here. I mean, we've been sitting here for half an hour basically. Yeah, basically a half an hour. It's 9:43 now, so we'll probably give it another 15 minutes and then shut her down, and then hope for the best, guys. Alright guys, temperature's still holding steady. We do now have heat coming out of the vents. So it's nice and warm and hot. It just happened really, literally a couple seconds ago. I got heat almost immediately. It just, whatever happened, happened. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shut the truck off and we're gonna let her cool down. Here we go. Let's shut the heater off. Okay. Well. So, the instructions say, where are the instructions? Right here. It says turn heater on hot, fan on high, which we did. Allow engine to run for 15 minutes, which we actually let the engine run for a good half hour before we got heat. I definitely wanted to make sure I got heat first. Allow engine to cool, top off, fill up radiator, and leave bars, leaks, head gasket fixing, cooling system. So I guess we're gonna, maybe we'll go do some fishing or something. There's a pond down there behind the playground. Maybe I'll just go fishing for like an hour and shut the truck down, lock it up, go fishing for an hour, just chill out, relax, let this sucker cool down, and then come back, and hopefully we'll top off the system with some antifreeze, and hopefully we are good to go, guys. But we'll see here in a little bit. Alright guys, so it's like 2 days later since I made the last recording of putting the bars stop leak, radiator head gasket fixing the thing. I got some bad news. On top of it's a very, very windy day as well. Very, very windy. Got my kid in the truck. We're actually going out to get a bite to eat. And so the next day, the previous day, I did check the fluid. I topped off the fluid. The upper hose was still hard, which still indicated that we still had some sort of an issue with the head gasket. I don't know if it's a bad issue or how bad the issue is, but as we're driving on the highway, guys, the infamous low coolant light came right back on again. So that tells me that that bars stop leak, it didn't work. The temperature's staying okay, as you guys can see. Temperature's okay, but it is It is 57 degrees out, so it is pretty cold. Not real hot. Training temperatures staying okay as well. But with the low coolant light coming on, that is a sure sign. Definitely tells me that that head gasket leak did not work for me at all. So we still have some sort of a head gasket issue or problem. The truck drives normally. It's just if I don't keep an eye on the coolant bottle, make sure I top it off every morning, every other morning. Basically this thing will start to get hot and it will start to overheat. I'm living with this truck like this for a year and a half, guys. I mean, I've learned how to manage it, but it's still not good. It's still not a good thing. It's still, obviously, it's going to need, you know, head gaskets, ARP head studs, unfortunately. The heads are going to have to be checked. The cups are going to have to be checked in the heads as well. And we're just going to have to do it the right way, boys. I guess that's what we're going to have to do. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Unfortunately, sad news at the end of this one. Not happy news like I was hoping for. If you did, do me a big favor. Give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment below. What do you want? What? No, we do Peace Out Girl Scout now.